On this edition of Titans All Access, it was an incredible win over the Chargers, and it was a super debut for first-round pick Jeffrey Simmons. We have the amazing story of how Simmons came back from knee surgery more quickly than anyone could have imagined. Safety Kevin Byard made more big plays in the win and welcomes us into his home to meet his family, including his dog. And Dave McGinnis goes beneath the surface to show how the Titans improved their third down offense with Ryan Tannehill at quarterback. Titans general manager John Robinson is standing by to help us get started. So let's not make JR wait.
You only got one shot to make it, one shot you take it, one shot to even the score. One shot at greatness, one shot you can't quit. Now are you ready for war? You only got one shot, one shot. One shot, or you say goodbye to your dreams and your drive. Will you fall, will you rise for this one shot? Will you come alive?
He's in trouble, he's sacked! Taken down by Wesley Woodyard. Throws in the end zone, man is there. Touchdown, Titans! Touchdown, Titans! An extra period, but the Titans get it done again.
We welcome you to Titans All Access with Amy Wells. I'm Mike Keefe, and the man standing right between us is the general manager, John Robinson. Titans won a thriller over the Chargers. We've never seen an ending like that at Nissan Stadium. So what I'm wondering is, where were you when it was all going down at the end, and how quickly did you know what had actually happened?
Yeah, wild innings, certainly putting it mildly. A lot went on there at the end of the football game. I was in the booth. I didn't have a great view of the play live. I was watching the video boards when it went to replay and was waiting anxiously. I think for me, when I realized we had won the game is when I saw Phillip Rivers kind of popped his helmet off and was congratulating our defense. It was very settling to think that we had pulled it off.
A little later in the program, we're going to hear from Jeffrey Simmons, and he had a pretty special debut. After sitting and watching the tape, what made it so special?
Well, I think for him it was, and watching him, we saw the player that we had scouted at Mississippi State. The confidence that he had to go out there when called upon, whether it was a run play or pass play. He went out there and he executed the call, and he didn't hold anything back.
Yeah, Jeffrey did an outstanding job. You got a lot of production from your rookie class, your draft picks. Are they starting to find their way with this football team?
Yeah, I think, we touched on Jeffrey, but we're about midway through the season. AJ has made some big plays for us, continues to work on the details. I thought one of the more impressive plays he had was a block that he actually made in the Derrick Henry run. He didn't hold the guy, he shielded the guy, held him off long enough. It's the details of plays like that that can really make those guys improve. Nate Davis got off to a really good start before an injury. Amani Hooker has really helped us in sub-defense. And probably one of the unseen things was Sunday in the game on the fake punt, he was the wing. And he did a great job with his release. He shielded the guy close enough to Kevin to give Kevin just enough time to get the first down. And then David Long, really showed up and played some plays for us Sunday defensively. He's been kind of a mainstay in the kicking game and had a big play on the screen Sunday.
Also getting a lot of action for Wesley Woodyard, who played in place of Jayon Brown. He had 7 tackles and caused the fumble that won the Titans the game. How is he able to continue playing at such a high level?
Well, he's seen a lot in his 11 years playing the game. I think it's his daily approach to being a pro. Whatever's asked of him, whether he goes in there as a starter, whether he comes in as a sub, whether he plays on the kickoff, on the punt, whatever's asked of him, his attitude and his demeanor and trying to help the team win on a daily basis, it's paramount.
John, Derrick Henry just keeps on rolling. What is it about his preparation or his attention to detail or anything else that has allowed him to be so consistent in his 4th NFL season?
Well, I think it starts with his attitude at practice every day. He's a guy that brings juice to practice. He's excited to get out there with his teammates. And then just looking at his skills, I think he's done a really good job of lowering his pad level when he goes to the line of scrimmage. A, it gives him more power, and B, it gives the defense less surface area to hit. And he's really made some explosive plays for us in the passing game, which kind of keeps defenses guessing on how we're going to utilize him.
Tampa Bay's coming into Nissan Stadium this week. They're coming off of a bye, so what can you tell us about that team?
Yeah, Coach Arians and Jason Light, obviously I was there for 2 years with Jason. They're explosive on offense. They really are. They've got playmakers, at the skill positions, whether it's Mike Evans, Godwin, O.J. Howard, Cam Brate. They're really good at throwing the football downfield and trying to stretch you and attack you that way. And defensively, they're number one against the run. They're tough up front. They've got a really good front seven with Villa, with Sue. Shaq Barrett, who came over in free agency, has made an impact, in his time there. And then their linebackers, Levante David has played a ton of football. He's been to Pro Bowls, and the top 5 pick, Devin White. He continues to run and make plays.
Need that crowd on Sunday against the Bucs.
Absolutely.
All right, Titans General Manager John Robinson with us here on Titans All Access. When we come back, Amy Wells goes one-on-one with the Titans' first-round pick. Of course, we're talking about Big Jeff, Jeffrey Simmons. That's next.
With the 19th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle, Mississippi State.
I'm gonna make this promise to you guys today. I will not let you guys down. I promise.
From the shotgun, Rivers to throw it. Stepping up, sack! Big Jeff!
What a journey for Jeffrey Simmons to get here and now be part of this Titans football team. When the Titans drafted him on April 25th, ironically right here in Nashville, nobody thought that he would be ready this early. It's an incredible story, Amy.
Absolutely, it really is. And Jeffrey himself has said, I heal very quickly, but he didn't expect to heal this quickly. But he started this journey back in April, as Mike said, and every step of the way, there was a plan. When you walked in the doors here the very first day after you were drafted, this entire team had a plan for you. From the trainers to your coaches, everyone knew how they were going to try and help get you back on the field. How quickly were you able to jump in with them and really get started on the rehabilitation process?
I mean, honestly, especially like when we first had the report here, because before I got here, they already told me the plan. When you come in, we're gonna attack the rehab. My first day here, I did rehab with them, so it's like, from that point right there, I knew I have to come on and lock in, trust their plan, because, my first day here, I'm already, working, doing rehab. So at that time right there, I just knew it was time to work. So, from that point on, it's been, trust their plan, trust Coach Vree, Todd, everybody plan that they have for me. So.
When you were in the thick of it, what is that routine like? Because not only are you putting in time in the training room, you're also trying to get to know a defense and get in the routine of being an NFL player. So tell me what your daily routine was like.
I mean, that's what was one of the hardest things, especially, learning a whole new defense, especially on this level, So like some mornings, like my rehab started at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm, like I said, from the drive I have to make, it's like, 30 minutes. So I have to get up enough time, like 5:30, prepare myself to get here for rehab. And, I'm in meetings, so, had to get in my rehab, my lift in before I actually go to meetings. So it's like, I'm doing that, then I go to meetings, I'm not getting them reps in right at the time, so I have to really lock in and just, focus on what Coach T or Coach Vree, trying to teach the other guys in there. So, I mean, that's the thing, like I said, it was kind of challenging for me because, I wasn't actually getting them reps, so I had to try to memorize everything, right then and there. So, but over time, it's kind of got easier because, I was spending more time with, I even had, sit-down meetings with Vree, I'm sitting down with Coach T, just trying to get extra work, mental reps. So.
What was the hardest part of this process, the physical rehabilitation or mentally trying to stay up to speed the whole time?
I tell everybody this whole process is mental, because, it's kind of one of them deals like, what you have, that you could play football, that over time that'll come back to you, how to, your technique, go run down a straight line, that'll come back to you. So the whole thing is with mentally, because like I said, you want to be on the field, you've never been out this long. So it's like, when can I actually just go play football again? And like I said, through that whole process, I just have to, remind myself that, God has a plan for me and, just trust it. And, like I said, I feel like 99% of it was mental for me. So.
As you went through this process and you started to get a little bit stronger, you were doing a lot of work with Mike Vrabel one-on-one. How valuable was that time to you to be able to get some time going up against Mike Vrabel? I mean, you guys were really going after it sometimes.
You know, that's one of the things, I'm sure a lot of, people are like, there's not too many coaches that do that. And, I'm grateful because for me, coming to a whole nother defense, the different style of play is different here. The way Coach Vrabel teaches it, for the strike guys up front, your hands above your eyes and your butt back, that's totally different from me because, I'm taught to, come out, no matter what, just come off the ball. And, that was a big thing, a big change for me. My whole life I've been playing, just coming off the ball. So, with Vrabel over there showing me like exactly what he wants, that was a big help,
You also had a chance to spend some time with Jarrell Casey while he was doing some rehabilitation while he was on the PUP list. Being able to establish a relationship with Jarrell so early in your career, how valuable has that been?
That's one of the big things that helped me out a lot. Watching Jarrell, especially on the field, working with Coach Vrabel, watching him do the rep and be like, when I do the rep, he coaching me, saying this and that, And Jarrell been playing this game a long time. I have respect for Jarrell. He won our leader on his team, leader of the defensive line group. So, just learning from him, that was big for me. Being able to learn from a guy like that with a lot of experience, that's another part. Like I said, I'm grateful for that too. So.
When you were drafted, you promised the team and Titans fans that you were going to make them proud. Do you feel like you're finally getting to a point where you can come through on that promise?
Yeah, and I always think about that, because everyone always like DM me this video, of my draft day. That's one of the things I always think back on, like God put me in this position for a reason, and that's why I made that promise. I'm quite sure, I feel like I'm gonna hold up to that promise, and now that I'm getting ready to get on the field, like I said, trusting Coach Vrabel and playing whatever they had me doing, I'm gonna do it to my full ability, and from that point on, just play football, and that's what I do, and just go out and dominate. So.
Coming up on Titans All Access, we take a trip to the home of Titans Pro Bowl safety Kevin Byard. And Coach Mack is back with a look at the Titans' offensive improvement on third down. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Titans All Access. On Sunday against the Chargers, the offense for Tennessee started 0 for 3 on third down conversions, but converted 6 of their last 8, and that was a key in the 23-20 victory over Los Angeles. My radio partner Dave McGinnis is ready to go beneath the surface to show you just how the Titans got better converting third downs.
This is Coach Mack, color analyst for Titans Radio. Today we're going to go beneath the surface and we're going to look at some very timely third down conversions in the second half that were very, very instrumental in a big win over the LA Chargers. 3rd and 14, 13:44, third quarter, 10-10. They bogey or disguise a 2-deep look. They're going to roll down into 4 under, 3-deep zone with a 4-man rush. Short throw, looking for run after catch. They get tremendous blocks on this side of the play. Physical play by Jonnu, shakes the tackler, and now it's all run after catch. This route is all about timing. Once they recognize zone coverage, watch Tannehill puts his back foot in the ground, lets the ball go, protection is good, it's under 2.5 seconds, perfect timing, perfect placement of the ball, gives Jonnu a chance now to catch and run. Nice blocks downfield, huge third down conversion on 3rd and long. 3rd and 11, ball's on the 23-yard line, 14:55 in the fourth quarter, scores 10-10. We're going to get a zone pressure out of the Chargers. You've got a lot of elements that have to work together for this to be a successful pass. First thing you can see is the safety coming down. He's going to be an element of the zone pressure. The offensive line changes their protection. They now have to work in unison with the center turning to the right side. Roger Saffold picks up the blitzer. Watch down here at the bottom, Adam Humphries now is signaling. He's alerting to the pressure that he's now the hot receiver. He's on the same page with Ryan Tannehill, sticks his back foot in the ground. Trust his cylinder, trust his pocket protection. Ball is delivered on time. Great awareness of where the sticks are. Sticks his foot in the ground, goes immediately north-south, timing against the zone pressure. Everything works in conjunction with one another. Pre-snap reads, adjustments, blitz pickup, timing, ball is delivered on time, gives Adam Humphries a chance to work his magic, moving upfield, first down. It's 3rd and 2. Ball's on the 33-yard line. 10:03 left in the fourth quarter. You can see it's still a very tight ball game. The Chargers are going to be in what we call a disguise swap robber defense. And so once a 9-ball stack breaks down here, you will see what goes on. Man to man, this is the designated robber player in this play. He's going to take the outside part of this route that we're looking at. As soon as he sloughs off, he's going to swap, and he becomes the robber to try to come back underneath the dig route. As you watch the protection, this is what we call 5-0 protection. 5 out in the route, 5 offensive linemen blocking. It's a great job of working in unison. Roger Saffold puts his right hand on the center to help him out. He's also got his eyes outside for any inside move on Taylor Lewan's man. This is a perfect pocket. Look at the cylinder, exactly clean. Time to throw, under 2.5 seconds. The route works perfectly. Location of the pass is perfect. Enables him to catch it and keep running. Big 3rd down conversion.
When Titans All Access returns, Amy Wells returns to take you on a trip to Kevin Byard's home. You'll see it next. Stay tuned.
On 4th and 2, Rivers takes the snap, feeling heat, under pressure, throws in, complete, batted away by Byard. Snap is good, it's a fake, throw, caught, Byard, first down, turn, Byard with the grab.
When Kevin Byard signed his new contract back in July, he said, "Ain't nothing changed but the change," meaning that he's still the same guy, he's just got a little bit more money in his pockets. However, that's not entirely true. A lot of things have changed for Kevin Byard, and we're going to take you to his home to show you just how different his life really is.
Titans snap it directly to Byard. He throws to Cruikshank. Touchdown! Titans! Yes! In trouble. Sack! Kevin Byard can do it all! Johnson fires downfield. It's intercepted! Kevin Byard! Kevin Byard! Kevin Byard!
This is my oldest boy right here. This is Prince. I got him December my rookie year, so as soon as the season was over with, I think we had played Houston in the last game. I think I bought him like a week afterwards. And Paris came a year later. So this is the princess right here. This is Eliana. She's still trying to wake up, I guess. But yeah, this is my beautiful daughter, man. She's only been a few weeks old, but she's been the biggest blessing in my life for sure. Yeah, I pretty much get home from practice, and the first thing I do is, like I said, I try to go to my wife and I kind of just, here, let me get the baby. I take care of the baby and so she can get some rest because she's been up all night. She's been with the baby the entire day, so I try to come home and take a little bit of relief off of her and just be with my daughter, man. Just spend some time with her and just enjoy her company.
Flacco gonna go deep right side, and the ball is intercepted again. Did Byard catch that again? Did Byard intercept that pass? He did! The NFL leader, ladies and gentlemen, is the mayor of Murfreesboro, Kevin Byard.
It's a blessing, man, to be able to play for MTSU 30, 40 minutes down the road, to get drafted by the Titans, able to kind of stay around my central fan base, my home base. I mean, you see Mike Keefe and all the guys that call me the mayor of Murfreesboro, and it's kind of stuck. I mean, fans actually called me that, so it's been pretty cool. It's been a blessing, and I think Nashville is probably one of the better places I've ever been, so definitely want to be here for a long time. Being in the fourth year, you don't really see a ton of guys, you know, get voted as a captain or be put into a position like I am, but like I said, I've been a blessed individual, somebody that's made a lot of plays in this league, has done a lot of good things, and guys on our team look up to me, so it's my responsibility as a leader now to be able to continue to carry that torch and make plays for the team, but not only do that, but you know, reach out to the younger guys, reach out to anybody else that need help, that needs direction. So that's kind of my role on the team, and anytime I reach a certain step or reach a certain achievement, I always try to reach for higher goals. I always told myself I want to be All-Pro, I want to be a Pro Bowler, I want to be a Hall of Famer, I want to do all these different great things in the community. So a lot of this stuff isn't surprising to me. I think I just had to keep working. I think no matter what happens, when it's all said and done, it's not going to be about, honestly, the accomplishment I did in the field. It's going to be about, you know, the kind of man that I am, the things I've done for the community. So those things that I kind of focus on, I kind of started to understand and put in perspective that, hey, I'm not just a football player. I'm a man. I'm Kevin Byard.
On the other side of this break, we will have more Titans All Access, including some very delicious good news. Stick around.
On the next Titans All Access, he's been one of the best tight ends in the NFL since he arrived in Tennessee. With over 500 catches, he's part of an exclusive club of tight ends in NFL history. He's a leader, a Pro Bowler, and a guy committed to making a difference. He's Delanie Walker. Number 82 sits down with Mike Keith for a fantastic chat on the next Titans All Access.
The good news to end this edition of Titans All Access, the efforts of Titans fans.
Oh.
Food drive last weekend before the Chargers game. Titans fans donated enough food to Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee, with help from our friends at Kroger, that 15,000 meals can be served just based on what they donated.
That is so tremendous. What a huge amount of people who are going to get food.
Absolutely. Great effort by Titans fans, great effort by Kroger, and keep up the great work at Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee. You're doing something really special there for this community. Whenever you have a chance to donate to Second Harvest, do it. For Amy Wells, I'm Mike Keith. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.